Hello everybody, it's Friday, October 24th. I have responses from the last 2 weeks with the video, so let's get started rapid fire. David, how come only Katie got one of these? And I like that you put silverware out even though you weren't going to use it. And when you guys were in Washington, we did do the things we would change about each other when we went to have burgers at Fiamma Burger. I don't know if nobody but me remembers this, but it definitely did happen. If I had to get a face tattoo, I would probably just get like some little tiny freckles or something because I don't really want a face tattoo. I also agree with Katie. I think I would pick a spoon. Katie, I was thinking about your question, which I think was, how do you know if you're making a mistake? I don't know what the question was exactly. Something about mistakes? So I was kind of thinking about it, and I feel like mistakes are a little bit like regrets, and I like to just say that I don't have any regrets because even if something was bad or not really turned out the way that I wanted it to, it was still a good experience. But I think that then I would define a mistake as something that hurt somebody that I care about because I don't want that to happen. And if I ate pineapples like you could eat real apples, maybe I would eat more pineapples. Matt, for your what if, do I have to get up every day at 8 a.m. to earn a quarter, or do I just earn a quarter every day that I wake up at 8 a.m.? Because I do wake up at 8 a.m. sometimes, and I'd want a quarter for that. But if it was every day, I don't want to give up sleeping in. It's a really important hobby of mine. So I watched your video on Monday and the alone time thing sounded like a really cool idea, but I haven't really done it yet. But thinking back on the week, I was trying to think if there was a time that would have kind of qualified. On Wednesday night, my mom and I went to Adrian's for dinner. Luke was out teaching karate for the night, so we were hanging out there. We did some crafting and stuff. Adrian and Luke are trying really hard to get Mackenzie on a good sleeping schedule and giving her a good nighttime routine so that she'll sleep in her crib. She took milk from a sippy cup for Luke the night before, so I got to give her a sippy cup that night and put her to bed. Usually they put her in her crib and she cries for a little while, but they stay there with her and talk to her and everything, and then she falls asleep. Fussed a little bit when I gave her her bottle, but then I laid her in her crib and I was singing to her and patting her side, and she didn't cry at all, and then she just fell asleep, and it was the sweetest thing. So I think that that kind of counts. It was just me and Mackenzie, and she wasn't making really any noise, and I was just singing to her quietly. And it was like, that was it. That was all I was thinking about, was just singing to her and how she would fall asleep and how adorable she was. So, I don't know if you guys realize, but we are on week 10 of making video blogs. That's crazy. And I've kind of grown to realize that most of our videos revolve around responses to each other's videos, which is fine, but I want to make my videos more about other stuff. I feel like at least one interesting thing tends to happen to me per week. And it would be really nice if I just got to tell you about it or show you videos about it, or we would just talk about that and other interesting stuff. So my what if is, what if we did less video responses? And you guys don't have to, but I think I'm going to start doing less. I'm going to start posting more comments so that I can respond to what you say in your videos, but then when my video rolls around, it can just be about whatever I want. In honor of week 10 and my trip last weekend to Ridgeway, I made a list of 10 things that I liked about my trip to Ridgeway. Number 1, I drove up there by myself so that I could drive one of the Taylor's cars up there and leave it for them, and then I drove back with Adrian and Luke. So on the way, I got to see all these lovely views and listen to Paper Towns.
Account of how the houses were mostly built 30 whole years ago. Margot couldn't remember Chuck's exact address, or what his house looked like, or even for sure what street it was on. I'm almost like 95% positive it's on Vassar.
Number 2, this lovely valley. Number 3, this waterfall. Number 4, and this waterfall. Number 5, this witty plaque. Number 6, pumpkin patch hayride. Hayride time! Number 7, pumpkin patch animals.
Llamas! Black one is Armando, brown one Sanchez, and the white one is Sinatra. And there's their butt. Nice.
Number 8, bakeries. Number 9, free gondola rides.
It's good luck.
What do you think?
Woo! Oh, here's your camera, Hannah.
And number 10, Mackenzie's confusion about going through a tunnel on the drive home. Technically, all my Ridgeway clips are Flashback Fridays, but I feel like the Flashback Friday should at least have something to do with one person in the group. So I'll pick something else. It's a mystery again.